Hello friends, my name is Abiodun Smith, your crypto pro, and I'm doing this video to show you how you can actually maximize your Royal Q bots um, through an improved hands-on one-shot strategy. Now, this video is intended to make you know how to generate your trade signals by yourself using your Royal Q bots. Most of us depend on signals from outside or signals being sent. We depend on other people for signals before we can trade, which really limits us. It means if we don't get signals, we won't be able to trade. But right now I'm about to show you how you yourself can always generate signals endlessly from the Royal Q bots, meaning that you can always be trading at every point in time. So that is beautiful. Also on this video, just by generating signals, you're going to be knowing how to choose the right coin to trade at any point in time. And also you're also going to be learning how to minimize your floating loss, how to minimize or control your floating loss. Floating loss actually means unrealized loss or a potential profit. So how to control and quickly take profits. Also showing you how through this system how you can make consistent profits. So let's go. But before I go, this system is suitable, or this strategy is suitable for everybody, both for people with low capital and high capital. Some of us are on the hands-free strategy, which is very beautiful, So for some of us that are on the hands-free strategy with high capital, we can also do this. It's not just for people with low capital. So this is also a beautiful strategy. So having said that, let's proceed to the next step of how we'll do this. So let's go to Royal Q. Let's open the Royal Q app. So now on the Royal Q app, we are going to be looking for, we are going to be getting two various ways or two different ways by which we could generate signals. At every point in time, the Royal Q app gives us two coins which we can trade, two coins which has the potential to give us profit. Now, these coins are called the highest performing coin and the lowest performing coin. The highest and the lowest. Now let me illustrate that. So once you are in your Royal Q and you want to trade, the next place to go is to choose your coin is quantitative. So just click on quantitative. Once you click on it, it brings you here, and once you are here, you are going to see two columns or two classes of coins, some coins under the general and some coins under the professional. So you can choose any coins from any of these places and trade. Now, but let's start with the general. So we'll click on the general. Now, once we click on the general, now the next thing you want to do is you want to come to this percentage change here. You can see the up and down arrow. So we click on it. Once we click on it, you see it arranges the coins in a descending order, that is from top to down. So the first coin we are seeing is the coin is the highest performing coin. That is the coin that is really going up now and is on 11.13%. This is the coin with the greatest value now, with the greatest positive value. The next one is 9.03 and the next one is 7. So we want to go with this, and the next thing we are going to look for is the coin with the lowest with the highest negative value. That's the least performing coin, the coin with the highest negative value. And since this is arranged in a descending order, then it means we are going to the bottom to get that. So let's scroll to the bottom to get that. So at the bottom, okay, we can see the coin with the highest negative value. That's minus 3.18. The next one is minus 2.53. Why the next one is this? So we want to, this is the one with the highest negative value, which is the least performing coin. Now, the highest positive value, which is the most performing coin, means that coin is trending upwards. Now it's going up, and at any point in time it could start coming down. While the coin with the least performing coin, which is the one with the highest negative value, is still at the bottom, trying to come up. So the one at the bottom has the potential to come up, while the one at the top now that has trended up has the next potential to come down. So now, how do we now decide what to trade? We can trade any of these coins, on the highest trend up, on the one that is trending upward now. Because it is trending upward, we can take advantage if we know how to do, because it is trending upward. So we can quickly take advantage on that upward rise to take our 1.3 1.5% and get out before it starts falling. And or even while if it drops on us, because the system or the strategy we are going to be using, we give room, or we give provision for us to buy some dips, so we might still be safe. But I might not want us to go that way, because to determine the steadiness of the uptrend, we might need some extra indicators to do that. But I want to make this as simple as possible, that even a layman can handle this. Even a layman can use this system. So, having said that, I would now want us to concentrate on the coin with the least on the least performing coin. That's with the highest negative value. With that, we don't need any extra indicators or that. Already we know it's down, and once a coin is down, the next possibility for it is to come up. So to come up will be easier. It will be easier to ride on a coin that is just coming up than a coin that is already up. And so we want to focus on the coin with the on the least performing coin. So let's focus on that. But for those that can ride the trend of an upward coin, we can go ahead. But for most of us, let us just focus on the coin which is the least performing. That's the coin with the highest negative. And in this case now, it is BAT. Is the one with the largest negative value at minus 3.49. Okay, that then we could even come and check the professional session and see if we can find something even more a coin with a more greater negative value. So let's go and see. We'll do the same thing. Click the change. Okay, so here the coin with the highest positive value is Aeon on plus 18. So this is the highest performing coin here, which we could also trade if we could ascertain the steadiness of the uptrend. But if not, we'll just go and get the one with the least performing coin. So here, the least performing coin is BAKE on minus 5. So this is the one with the greatest positive value, with the highest positive value. So at minus 5, now minus 4 point something. Already I've been trading it for a while, and it's trying to come up. I hope someday I come out of it. So now let's go back to general and choose the one there with the highest negative, which is BAT on minus 3.33. So now we can go for this coin and trade this coin. So how do we do that now? The next thing we want to do is, I hope you are following. This is easy. This is very easy. So the next thing we want to do is choose the least performing coin, which is the coin with the greatest negative value. And in this situation, in this case, it is BAT, B-A-T. So the next thing we want to do is we'll click on B-A-T. Now it brings us to this page. Once we are on this page, the next thing we'll do is we come to trade setting and click on trade setting, as you can see here. So we click on trade setting. Once we click on trade setting, now we are here. So we need to set it up. Now to set it up is so easy. Just follow this. Now, depending on the cash we have, but I want to make this so easy so that even the person with the least capital can do this. And mind you, for us to do this, because we are also going to be allocating some funds for the robot to buy some dips, at least 3 steps down, in case the market goes down on us. So we are going to have some extra cash to do that. And in case the coin keeps going up, then it won't need to touch our extra cash. But just in case, because the only constant thing in the crypto market is coins coming down. going up, coming down. Whatever goes up comes down, whatever comes down goes up. So we must make provision for it so that our trade can be seamless and can be successful, and we can quickly take our profit on time and get out of the trade. So the first thing you want to set is your first buying order, depending on the cash you are having. Now in this case, let's say you're having $120, right? So you'll be allocating $15 for your first buying. I'll be showing you how to calculate it as we move on. You'll be allocating $15 for your first buying. Let's say in a case where you're having like $160, you'll be allocating $20 for your first buying. $20. You understand? And if you have $1,000, $2,000, and all that, by the time you see how I do the calculation, then you'll be able to allocate um, the corresponding amount of money or capital to your first buying order. But in this case, let me use 15. It is on 15. So now the next thing is, you don't have to touch here, please. By clicking on this open double position means you'll be doubling this amount here. So we don't want to touch here. So the next thing you want to do is set your margin call limit. Now we want to make provision for a 20% dip. We want it to go three levels down in case the market drops. So for capital sake, we are going to go 3. We could go more than 3, but for capital sake, we'll go 3. We'll put 3 there 3 times. I'll be explaining that more as we go on. So now we want to take profits. Now we take profit we can either leave it at 1.5 or put 1.3, so that we can quickly take profit. It comes out and we enter another trade. So 1.3% take profit. Now our whole position take profit, which is here, should be at, to make it quickly take profit for us after it has gotten to 1.3, a quicker callback will be okay at 0.03. Excuse me. Then that's about all you need. This is all you need to set up, just exactly what I've done here. Okay, so now the next thing you want to do is to set your margin configuration. All these are inconsequential though, because we are doing one shot. So you want to also put here on one shot and not cycle, one shot. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is come to margin configuration. So once you come to margin configuration, it comes here. Now, like I said before, we want to make provision for 20% dip, meaning that if the market keeps dropping from our point of entry, we can be safeguarded, and quickly take profit, even more profit. So our first call, we are going to put 4. The meaning is that if the market drops by 4% from our first buying order, it will command it or instruct it to buy 1 time. So put 1 here. That 1 time means that's buying another $15. So you can see how to calculate the amount you actually need to set up your trade. So it means $13, another $15. So for the second call here, we are going to put 6. So what we are saying is that if the market drops 6, if the price drops 6% again, you should buy 2. You should double the initial buy. You should double it, and which is the martingale principle. Then if the market drops on the third call, we put 10, meaning if it drops by 10%, you should buy 4 times. The reason why we are doubling the multiple buying ratio is so that it can reduce our average costs, thereby bringing us closer to profit anytime the price starts going up. For example, some of us don't do this. We are used to, maybe we just have $20, we don't really have much money, or we have $15. So instead of us to create space or provision for this, we don't do that. We just trade away with that amount we have. And once price starts dropping, we now start having large floating loss. And once we have large floating loss or huge floating loss, if market starts going back up, it takes time for the market for us to take profit. An example is this: this. Let's say this is 4% and 6%. Let's say the market drops here, that's 10% drop. If you just enter without making provision for this, maybe with your 15 or just $20 without any extra fund, now in your trade you will be seeing minus 10. In your trade, if you go back to where those coins were, you'll be seeing at the front a red button saying minus 10. The meaning of that minus 10 is that it has dropped price has dropped by minus 10. And for you to take profit, it has to, once price start moving up, it has to move from minus 10, minus 9, minus 8, minus 7. So it takes a longer time for it to get to 0 and for it to now rise to 1.3 or 1.5 to take profit. But the good about having this setup here, about making provision, is that, for example, again, if it moves minus 10 and you have bought 1 here and bought 2 here, the floating loss you'll be having will just be minus 3 or minus 2 point something instead of minus 10. By the time you divide this 10 times by 3 to be giving you minus 3 or minus 2 point something, which is easier to get to 0 and to enter positive and take profit for you fast than something climbing from minus 10. So this strategy is the best way for you to manage and to minimize floating loss. With this, you won't be having much floating loss, and when you have floating loss, it will be minimal and it can quickly take profit for you once the price starts going up. So this is why you always have to do this setting. This setting safeguards you, it makes you take profit fast. And apart from making you take profit fast, because if it had bought more, if it has gone this down and gotten more of the assets for you, it will give you profit based on everything it had bought for you. It will give you profit based on the whole amount bought for you. But if the price keeps going up from your entry points, from that your $15 entry point, it quickly take profit for you based on that your first buying amount, and get out of the market and leave all your funds intact. But it's good to do like this and make provision for any dip, because the only constant thing is dip. Even a coin can be least performing and is down and is trying to come up, and while trying to come up, it could always also go down again. If it goes down, you won't have any problem. You've already made provision. You just leave your phone, leave the robot, let it do its thing, knowing that any time it will take profit for you. And taking profit also can vary. At times you could enter a trade and it takes profit for you the next seconds, the next minute, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, and at times it could take as much as 5 hours, 10 hours, or a day. It doesn't matter. Just set it up, leave it, and let it do its thing. You understand? So that is how to go about this. I hope this is clear. So let's look at it once again. This is the setting. So once you have done this, the next thing you want to do is click on confirm. You click on confirm. Once you click on confirm, then the next thing you want to do is click on save. Click on save. This is save up here. Just click on save. So once you click on save, this is all. The next thing is you want to make sure it is on one shot. Please make sure it is on one shot. By doing that, just come here. If it's not on one shot, then here will be on one shot. Click on this place, then one shot will appear here. You understand? Then make sure it is on stop margin call. The meaning of this is that the margin call is enabled. That's why it's on stop. Make sure it's like this. Then you want to check your strategy mode. Your strategy mode, make sure it is on whole warehouse. Click on it and make sure it is on whole warehouse mode. Whole warehouse mode, just the way it is now. Whole warehouse mode, then confirm. So once you have done that, your trade is set up. The next thing you want to do is you want to click on start. You want to click on start. Once you click on start, it's going to show you pause. That means the trade is active and your trade is going on. Right now, I don't want to click on start because I have enough trades going on and I don't have extra funds to allocate for this. If not, I would have clicked on start. So just click on start and the trade becomes active, and wait for it to take profit for you. Taking profit could be the next minute, the next hour, the next 2 hours, 3, it doesn't matter. Just wait for it. And once it takes profit, the robot will signal you. You will see a notification on this notification bell. There's a notification bell here. You see a notification telling you, it has, taken profit and stuff like that. Then after that, you can repeat the process again. You can just come in here again to your then your funds and your profit and your capital will return here. You will see this is your Binance USDT balance. You can read the balance from here. You will see your profit and capital returned. Then the next thing is for you to repeat the process. Just look for the least performing coin again. Just look at under your general or under the professional, look for the least performing coin again. The least performing coin, you see, click on it again, then repeat the setting, repeat the process. So you could do this many times a day. You could take profit many times a day, if you master this. And once you have mastered this, it means you have become a money making machine. You have become a dollar printing machine. You can make dollar anytime, any day out of the crypto market. The crypto market is huge. It's a market of about $3 trillion. So your knowledge of this and your mastery of this will determine how much you can make of that $3 trillion every day. You understand? So, and if you master, another good thing is if you master this with small funds, use your $15, $20, your one, just the way I explained it. If you master this setup with small funds and you are good at it, then it means when you have huge funds, you can as well, become the king of making dollars or minting dollars, and that brings me up to the next step for us to actually have huge funds to trade, because most of us can't afford the $10,000, $20,000, $100,000 to trade. Now I encourage us to face the team building aspect. The team building aspect can actually give us huge funds to trade in a short time. And to know more about how to, utilize the team building aspect, I have some videos for that. Let's see the videos, get in touch with me, let's talk, let's build this, and let's make something great happen out of this. I hope this video has been able to show you how you can maximize your ReaQ bot to create signals for yourself, and how to trade at any point in time for maximum profit. So I hope all these have been able to I hope all this I've explained and you have actually gotten very profoundly. So thank you for listening. I wish us happy trading and all the best. Thanks.